Okay, this is how you fix a fan in a old Magnetek battery charger. This is in my 27-foot Award travel trailer. The old fan was making a hell of a noise, and pulled it out originally, looped it up again, put it back in, but started to make the noise again, so got sick and tired of it. So I found it really hard to locate a replacement fan for this unit, and the people who were selling it wanted way too much money for them, and they're kind of like an early 90s, late 80s huge thing, probably uses a lot of power. Anyway, I managed to get this thing off of Amazon, pretty cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks Canadian. So I'm gonna put that in there. I've already got the old fan out, and I've got the wire, the two leads, the positive and negative from the old fan. I just cut it, stripped it, and I'm gonna install this new fan here. This fan originally came with a household two-prong connector on it. I've just cut that off, and I'm going to use crimp connectors to put it on these little guys here. So that should do the trick, I think. So this is what I've done to the cover. The fan's basically going to sit in that little area where I cut it out. Just used a Dremel there. That was pretty easy. Sorry for the lighting in here. It's a little dark. I have my power turned off. Obviously I don't want to electrocute myself. So this is one of those old Magnetek. I think they got bought out by Parallax units. There's not a lot of support for them. So that's basically why I'm doing this, and I don't feel like coughing up 400 bucks or whatever it is to put in a new battery charger underneath here. It's a little bit ridiculous. There's kind of a view of how it's going to look when it's assembled. The fan is going to be mounted directly to the actual box and not on the cover. I figure it's a little bit more solid that way. It's not the prettiest looking setup, but you hardly see the thing anyway. It's kind of tucked away under the bed, so it should be a lot more efficient and a lot quieter than the old one. So this is a Series 6300 model 6345 with the breakers on the top there, and where the fan was is way back in that corner. It was a huge pain in the ass to get out. It took me quite a while to maneuver it over the top of the wiring and whatnot there, so a little bit of a poor design, I think. So there's the old fan right there. Pretty poor design, very old. It uses these little single bearing, there's a name for them, I forget what they're called offhand, type bearing system, and there's a little felt pad in there that basically holds the oil. Same thing on that side there. So the new one that's going in, I think, is going to be quite a bit more efficient. It's actually got real ball bearings in it. So it should be a lot quieter too, I think. So I just stripped up my ends there on the fan. I've got my other ones stripped up here, ready to go. So we'll get those crimped on there in a second. Alright, so I got my butt connectors put on there. Should do the trick. I'm going to go ahead and connect the fan in now. Alright, got the butt connectors on there pretty good. Now I'm ready to mount my fan. polarity with these fans. It doesn't make a difference, doesn't matter, it'll spin the same way no matter how you have the wires hooked up. Just make sure your power's off. So this is basically going to sit like that, and it's going to screw directly into the frame of the box there. Alright, we'll take a look here. I got my holes drilled. So they're drilled on the lip of the battery charger box on the bottom there. I'm going to go ahead and mount the fan next, and then we'll test fit it and see if the door will fit on. Alright, so I got my fan set up. Looks pretty good, fits pretty good. The kit even comes with little rubber noise reduction washers that I put in there too. Nice little cover for it. I'm going to go ahead and put the actual cover on now, and we'll see if it fires up. Alright, so that's what it looks like with the cover on. Not too bad actually. And I've got the fan set so it blows air in instead of blowing the hot air out. I can try it like that and see how it works. I can always switch it if it's not to my liking. Alright, and there she goes. Just switched on. Seems like it's blowing pretty good. And that's how we swap a fan, do a fan upgrade on the Magnetek 6300 series.